band is also going to be performing the Hard Rock Blues, and because it's so good, we have a happy red band, we're going to do it twice. So you'll hear us 2 times through on song number 58. This is the Hard Rock Blues.
Good evening, everybody. Happy, let's see, what day is it? Oh, it's Thursday. All right, so welcome to Discovery Middle School. Like I said, my name's Mr. Zemer. I teach the 6th grade bands here, and 2 of them, and then I do lessons for the other 2. And I teach the 8th grade ensembles and do a bunch of lessons. Welcome to the concert. I don't know if you've been to a middle school concert in the spring. This gym gets pretty warm and there's a lot of people, so it's nice to have a split up couple concerts because it gives us a little breathing room. Don't you agree? Yeah, it's kind of nice. So, thank you for coming. We're going to kick off our concert. This is White Band, and we meet on even cycle days during 5th hour. And we have a lot of wonderful music to share with you. A lot of the music this spring uses some of the new skills and new techniques, things that we've learned since the fall. So everything we do builds on everything we already know. And so you're going to hear, hopefully hear a lovely progression from what you heard in the fall. So we're going to start out with a warm-up. The spot book gives us our first set of performance warm-ups. It gives us a chance to work on our tone or work on sound. And then the rhythm etude gives us a chance to work on some of the rhythms that we're going to see in our pieces in this part of the book. So this is our performance warm-ups. We hope you enjoy our little warm-up here. So now that we're warmed up a little bit, we're going to move into a familiar melody that I think you'll know. This is Frere Jacques. We're learning a couple new skills in this piece. So the first one has a new time signature. So normally, we like to play in 4/4 time. It's really simple. It's fun to be in. But the book gradually introduces new time signatures. So 2/4. So now we're thinking in 2, but our rhythms look a little different on the page. So understanding the difference between 2/4 and 4/4 is something that we talk about. This piece is also played in a round, so you're going to hear the woodwinds and percussion start the song, and then the brass players will start the song, and they'll start it a couple measures later, which adds a little bit of depth to our playing. So this is Frere Jacques. So the spot in the book where we are right now, we're on page 12 and 13, moving on to 14 and 15. Now, that doesn't seem like much, But when you're moving through and learning how to band, right, in the fall and winter, we learn how to like hold our instrument and what these buttons do and my lips have to do what and all of this kind of stuff, right? It's a little interesting. Well, now we have skills. We have a particular set of skills, and our songs get a little bit more challenging. This one is a familiar melody that you'll know, Old MacDonald Had a Band, and it's a section feature. So you're going to hear the different sections of the band as we move through this piece of music. So this is Old MacDonald Had a Band. The other thing that's interesting about this song is normally up to this point in the book, all the repeat signs are at the end of the song. This one they put it smack dab in the middle. So if you're not seeing it, you'll miss that repeat. So understanding the different symbols and things that we're working on in music. So you're familiar with Hot Cross Buns. You heard it a couple times this year. That's like the band anthem. Every band student has played that song at some point or another. The next song is one of those. This is Hard Rock Blues. And you're going to hear it a couple times tonight because it is one of those band anthems that we love to play. I direct the 8th grade groups, and every year at this time when we start picking favorites out of the book, this song comes up, and then they try and play it as quickly as they can. It's very, very fun. So this is number 58, Hard Rock Blues. What's really fun about band music is getting to pick it out, especially in the spring, getting to see where the bands come in the fall and figuring out, okay, what pieces can we do and what different skills we can learn. So this piece is called Dragon Dance, and it actually speaks to the Chinese New Year, and they do a dragon dance. And so it involves several members who they use a dragon costume that they hold up with sticks. It's propped up and it has a specific series of dance movements that go along with the new year. You're going to hear some different instruments as well. You're going to hear the gong. Our toms in the back represent taiko drums that are a big part of Chinese culture. So it was fun to get to learn a little bit about the story of this piece too, which is always fun. And so you're going to hear a couple different things there. This is Dragon Dance. And I also want to say thank you to my colleague, Mr. Burtis. She's hanging out on the toms back there. She played in both concerts. We had an illness this afternoon, and so she's stepping in. So can we give her a round of applause? All right, this is Dragon Dance. Enjoy.
Because we've been sitting in the bleachers for a little while, we are also going to get warmed up. So you'll hear us start with our performance warm-ups, the tone builder, and the rhythm etude, just to make sure we're focused and that our instruments are working.
Crisis averted. We have fun.
warmed up and ready to go, we are going to get started with one song that we've been working on this spring carnival. This is number 49, and the title of the song is Hey Ho, Nobody's Home. This is an old traditional English folk song, and one of the reasons we chose this song to perform is that it uses a new note, a note that we call low note 6 in class. And it helps us work on expanding our range downward so we can play more songs now that we have another note added to our repertoire. This song is also in 2/4 time, and we heard another 2/4 song performed by the other group, and so we decided to choose one for Gold Band as well. We hope that you enjoy Hey Ho, Nobody's Home. job of keeping our building in top shape day in and day out. On concert nights, they transform this gym into a performance stage for our students. I want to make sure I thank them for their work in getting us set up for tonight. I would also like to thank the music staff at DMS, Ms. Blevins, Mr. Sachs, Mr. Zemer, as well as Mr. Stahlbeck at the high school for their help with our performance this evening. Next, I'd like to thank our administration for their support of our programs. In fact, Mrs. Kim is here tonight, so if we could please give her a warm round of applause. We really appreciate our administrative support in making these events and these classes possible. Thank you. Students, I need your help on this one. We have to thank your families for encouraging you, for reminding you to practice 20 minutes every single night without fail every day. We also want to thank our parents for getting us here this evening, for reminding us to bring our instruments when is our cycle day. So parents, we need to applaud for you. Students, let's give your parents and families a big round of applause. Families, you remember all well, I'm sure there weren't too many, but a couple little squeaks and squawks back when these students started in the fall or last summer, and they've really come a long way. It's been a privilege to work with them this year, and we are really excited for them to continue their musical journeys in 7th grade. We are going to end the concert tonight with a really fun selection. It's our piece of sheet music. This song is called Bring On the Bayonet, and I don't think I need to say it anymore. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy our final selection.